Angela Lansbury's Murder, She Wrote remains one of television's most enduring murder mystery series, a show that defined an era and set the standard for cozy crime dramas. As Jessica Fletcher, Lansbury embodied a brilliant crime novelist who seemed to stumble upon real-life murders wherever she went, turning sharp intuition and human insight into tools of justice. Yet among the show's many mysteries, one episode in particular stands out as a piece of television history, a crossover so bold and creative that it still feels ahead of its time. That episode, Season 3's The Days Dwindle Down, isn't just another whodunit. It's a sequel, remake, and crossover with a 1949 black-and-white film called Strange Bargain. Decades before shared cinematic universes became a Hollywood staple, Murder, She Wrote quietly pulled off one of the most inventive TV experiments ever, connecting its fictional world with a completely separate movie from another era. Jessica Fletcher solves a mystery that began 30 years earlier. In The Days Dwindle Down, Jessica Fletcher finds herself in Santa Monica while on a trip to promote her latest book. A hotel employee named Georgia Wilson overhears Jessica discussing her interest in true crime and reaches out for help. Georgia's husband, Sam, has just been released from prison after serving 30 years for a murder he swears he didn't commit, the killing of his employer, Mr. Jarvis. Sam recounts a strange story. Decades earlier, Mr. Jarvis, drowning in debt, asks Sam to help stage his suicide as a murder so that his family could collect the insurance money. Though Sam initially refused, he later arrived at Jarvis's home to stop him, only to find Jarvis already dead. Following the original plan, Sam fired bullets through the window to make it appear like foul play. The act sealed his fate. He was arrested, convicted, and spent the rest of his life in prison for a crime he insists he didn't commit. Jessica, intrigued and empathetic, agrees to investigate, and what she uncovers reshapes the story told in Strange Bargain decades earlier. From Strange Bargain to Cabot Cove, a seamless bridge between two eras. What makes this episode remarkable isn't just the story, it's the way Murder, She Wrote literally merges fiction from 1949 with 1980s television. The original Strange Bargain actors, Jeffrey Lynn, Martha Scott, and Harry Morgan, reprise their roles, with clips from the original movie woven into the episode as flashbacks. This creative choice transforms The Days Dwindle Down into a true cinematic bridge, blurring the line between homage and continuation. While the 1949 film ended with a shocking confession from Mr. Jarvis's wife, Edna, Murder, She Wrote gives the story new life. Jessica's investigation reveals that Edna accidentally shot her husband while trying to stop his suicide, a tragic twist that had been hidden for decades. Her son, Sidney, then tried to cover up the truth to protect her, even going so far as to stage a shooting at Jessica to divert suspicion. The resolution is bittersweet. Justice may come too late, but understanding and closure still matter, a recurring theme in Jessica Fletcher's world. A forgotten crossover that changed the rules of television storytelling. Long before Marvel's multiverse or the Law and Order franchise crossovers, Murder, She Wrote dared to rewrite cinematic history within its own narrative. The Days Dwindle Down isn't just an episode. It's a creative experiment in storytelling that honors the past while reshaping it for a new audience. By blending real movie footage, original actors, and a new mystery, the show achieved something few series have ever attempted, connecting two unrelated fictional worlds to tell one cohesive story. Even today, the episode stands as a masterclass in genre reinvention and narrative continuity. Why The Days Dwindle Down still matters today. With Jamie Lee Curtis set to bring Jessica Fletcher to the big screen in the upcoming Murder, She Wrote film adaptation, it's worth revisiting this extraordinary episode. It encapsulates everything that made the original series great: intelligence, compassion, and a willingness to take risks. Nearly 4 decades later, The Days Dwindle Down remains a shining example of television at its most daring, a forgotten gem that quietly pulled off one of TV's greatest crossovers long before anyone was talking about cinematic universes. Murder, She Wrote continues to stream on Prime Video, a timeless reminder of why Angela Lansbury's detective remains one of television's most iconic figures, and why her mysteries still hold us captive, even now.